Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca, and today I'm sharing with you some random favorites. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I asked my last favorites for, was it my February favorites? I'm like, do you guys want a random favorites of like household stuff? And y'all said yes. I mean, not all of you, but a lot of you. So I am sharing with you some recent purchases from Amazon that are kind of viral or like TikTok favorites, or I don't know, or ones I saw other influencers share and I had to try for myself. Some I love and some I'm like, pretty good. I will link everything below, of course. So this is kind of not my usual thing, right? It's not beauty. Well, actually this could be, heck, this could be for your plants if you wanted to. This is a Mr., not a Mrs. Oh, the puns, you guys. Or a Ms. I remember in the 3rd grade being like, why is my teacher Ms.? What is Ms.? And my mom, this is like 1981? 1980? My mom's like, well, maybe she was divorced or maybe she was never married, and you know, and I'm just like, why is she a Ms.? Isn't it funny, all the stuff that we grew up with? All that patriarchal. So this is a Mr. that is refillable. I'm trying to like, yeah, woo! The fun thing about this is you can put in your, this actually right now has the Clinique Moisture Surge spray, and you can put a setting spray in here. You can do, you know, water for your plants. You can do water for your face. You could do it for like your ironing. You know, we used to have back when I ironed, I would have a spray bottle of water for spray my shirts. And yeah, so it's got this chamber and it is a very fine kind of ongoing, here, let me show you. Can you see that? It's a very fine mist. It's not like a squirt bottle. It just does a slow release. So it's pretty cool. I enjoy it a lot. I don't use this to discipline the cats. It's it's really not effective. You know, spray bottle. Get away from the Legos, as I'm misting. So I did a purge. It's actually continuing. It's not stopped yet because I'm not there yet. It's a process, and it will probably always be a process because there's constantly more stuff coming in the house. I'm trying not to purchase more clothes and accessories, but it's so hard. But what I did was I just took a bunch of clothing, accessories that I have not worn in years. I felt like I didn't want to purge things during the pandemic because it felt like time was standing still-ish, that I bought a lot of stuff. I remember May 2020 buying things like, well, when we open back up this summer, I want to have all these dresses to wear to parties and dinner. Okay, so little did I know then. Wow, it's sort of, I'll save it for my therapist. Okay, what I found was I've got very limited closet space. I don't even want to show you guys my closet. My closet is a walk-in closet from 1992, where they basically were like, we are going to tell people these are walk-in closets, but actually it's just a corner of the house behind the laundry room that we're going to give a little bit of extra footage and make it in an L shape and put some racks up, basic builder closet racks up, and a sliding glass door with a mirror, and we'll call it good. And I'm like, you guys, we are not remodeling anytime soon, so that's the way it's gonna be. And what I did was, I decided to get one of these. Now, I saw this as a like holder for jeans. On the photo on Amazon, it was holding jeans. Now, I think those were children's jeans, but I did a little bit of digging. Right now, I have my scarves in here. because it doesn't necessarily hold my jeans. Even my skinny jeans, they're very bulky. So like you can fit it all in here, but it's just gonna be like, blah, you know, busting. It's really cool because it's lightweight and it's, you know, when it's empty, it doesn't take up any space. And then you can really kind of shove things in here to create the space you need. But the things I learned about this are, if you don't know the Marie Kondo method of folding, whether it's jeans, sweaters, shirts, pants, I suggest look up some of those videos on YouTube and learn it, or at least, you know, kind of get an idea of how to do it. Because I've just been rolling stuff. That's been my method for years, is just rolling stuff. And it's actually not as effective as the certain ways to fold that kind of make things more compact, like a little book versus, you know, a giant burrito. So for instance, so I decided I put all my scarves in here. So I have like lightweight, I have a couple. I have one for my wool, like blanket scarves, and then these are sort of my, I don't know, my non-wool, my silk and my like cotton and like little bandanas and neck scarves. This is a linen scarf. I wear this as like a summer cover. It's great if you're somewhere, you know, and like the sun is hitting the back of your neck, you know, you're at like a cafe with your friends. And I wore it, I took it to Hawaii with me. And, you know, you want to just kind of like, sort of, you're wearing a sundress and, you know, you're trying to kind of keep the sun off, or you're just trying to, you're somewhere where there's like the AC is blasting. Like this is what I always have a scarf. I always have something with me. It's very strange. I can't go anywhere, which is like tank top and shorts. I feel very lost. I have to have something with me. Okay, so now I messed this up and I need to get back in. I just kind of folded this without, you want to fold things on a flat surface and you want to smooth them out as you go. You don't want to have anything kind of bulky or creased. And so then, like for instance, this is the book fold where you put this to the center, like you know what this reminds me of is pastry. And this has fringe, so it's definitely easier on a flat surface, and I'm not kind of doing it right. But the book fold is like, if you picture it meets in the middle, and then you fold it, and there you go. And so it really fits into the slots of this holder quite nicely. And then in the front here, where I have like my little, I have some vintage scarves. This is like a little vintage silk Italian scarf. This is like a little Kate Spade bandana. This is another vintage one. My 20s, the 90s were huge vintage thrifting times for me. Guys, this is cool. This scarf right here, it's like this silk chiffon. This was my great aunt's. This scarf is probably 100 years old, and it's a leopard print, and I love it. Like, send me to Monte Carlo. I'm gonna put it across I'm gonna wear it like a kerchief and some sunglasses in a convertible, because I need to do that as my bucket list. So anyhow, I have like all the little ones in the front here, and I'm kind of terrible about, like, I'll get something really organized and I get so excited about it, and then I start using things and then I don't put things in properly, and then I have to kind of do it all over again. I'm not like one of those people that puts things away. This is really great. And if you do have children's clothes that you're trying to kind of stack in a closet, or you have a small storage space, or you want to do sort of like seasons and you know, trade things out, or you've got like an infant and you want like your 3-month stuff and your 6-month stuff, those are actually then perfect, because, you know, you'll fit everything in it, no problem. Let's talk about the pink stuff. Right here, pink stuff. I bought this, gosh, I don't know, saw it, thought somebody shared on their channel, and it reminds me of like a soft scrub or a barkeeper's friend, but it is bleach free. So there's no chlorine products. It's all vegan, plant friendly, earth friendly. It doesn't have a strong scent. It's not maybe the miracle that you might think it's touted to be, like, oh, I used this on my cooktop and it worked like a charm. That might be the case, but I did use it on some baked on glass and metal surfaces, and I couldn't either get things 100% clean or it took a lot of work. But it is fabulous for porcelain. It works great on countertops, anywhere you want to get a good scrub but without using bleach products. Maybe you have someone sensitive in your family, maybe you just don't like bleach products. You know, and you're just trying to, or you don't like the way the house smells after you've cleaned and you want something, and that's, yeah. So this is a great product. I love it. It is nice, and I'm still kind of figuring it out. But I wanted to share with you my experience with it. And the next thing that is really cool, which my husband was like, oh, you got a Scrub Daddy. I'm like, you know this? These were on Shark Tank. I don't watch Shark Tank because it makes me nervous. Watching these people value their companies and then having to do math on the fly gives me spicy armpits. It's like, what? My upper lip will just start beating up with sweat, and I'm like, oh God. So my husband is awesome at that stuff. If we ever come up with something on Shark Tank, it'll be really difficult because he'll be all the brains and I'll be like, no, I can talk about it. But then Kevin's gonna ask me a question and I'm gonna go, and then I'll have to look at my husband like I'm some dumb wife. Ooh, don't say that, but you know what I mean. Oh my God, where did this go? So the Scrub Daddy, this is so cool. I love these. You get a pack of 3. They're very hard. Like, this is they're very scrubby when you wet them, and then they become very pliable. And everything has like a little, it's not just a smiley face to cheer you up. It's got like these so you can stick it in a glass and not have to get your hand stuck inside. You can stick a spoon or fork in the slot here and then just like pull it through. And you pop them in your dishwasher. And then they're sanitized and ready to go. And they don't lose their shape. They're very, the surface is safe for like nonstick coatings and things like that. So it's just really cool. And they're just, I don't use sponges. I have like a scrub brush. I use cloths and paper towels. I don't scrub my counters with this, but it is just really handy. You could have one in the bathroom, you can have one in the kitchen, you can have one for your grill in the backyard. Like, you can kind of have different ones for different rooms and places of the house, and it's really cool. Okay, the next one is this little bowl holder for the microwave, and I love this. And I actually bought these for my husband. I think you can find them from a few different sellers. They come in different colors. The black ones or gray ones I wanted were all sold out, so we got these. But this way my husband can't go, where are the things in the cupboard? You know, he's got like that husband blindness. Why this is different than just a regular pot holder, which is what he was using. Let me tell you what my husband does. At about 9:30 at night, he decides he wants chips and queso, because he has a metabolism of a 12-year-old boy, even though he's 51, almost 52 years old. He's slim build, and it's disgusting. It really, like, he's always trying to gain weight, and I'm over here just trying to maintain, and you know, and then he'd be that guy that if he wanted to lose weight, he'd be like, I think I'll stop drinking beer for a week. Really? Oh, such a sacrifice. I have to like eat celery, and if I look at bread, my stomach bloats out. So he gets his thing of queso, right? And he puts it in a little bowl, little ceramic bowl, and he puts it in the microwave, and then it's so hot to pick up. So he gets the oven mitt, and then he's like carrying it with his bowl of chips, and he's like holding the oven mitt, and we're watching a show, and he's like got his chips, and I'm looking at him like, because he's just crunching chips while we're watching, you know, like Yellowstone or Murder. This doesn't necessarily keep me from murdering him about his chip crunching while we're watching TV, but but at least it saves his sweet little hands. So basically you put your bowl in here, you put the whole thing in the microwave, and it's microwave safe, and then you can pull it out and hold it in your lap and you're good. And these wash. I used this the other night because I made myself a bowl of soup and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna microwave this amount of soup and not put the whole pot on the stove to reheat. So I put some in a bowl and I put my little bowl in here and I microwaved it and then I sat on the couch and I'm like, look at me in my bowl holder. Well, thank you so much for watching. And if you want more videos like this, let me know. I don't want to do a constant influx of what I'm buying on Amazon and here's more stuff on Amazon to buy and here you go, because I feel like it just pushes the overconsumption culture. But I think that if you're looking for something specific or you have a need and then you see that item and you're like, I didn't know that existed, that will make my life easier, then I think these are very helpful. So try to, you know, like bookmark it or pin it to your Pinterest board or something. So if there's something, if you don't want to shop from this video, yeah, don't. But if you think there's something helpful for a future time, or you've got someone you know, then feel free. That's how I see this information. But you don't have to like rush out and buy stuff on Amazon just because it's fun. Because it is fun. Okay. Alrighty, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're well and be safe and take care. And I will see you next time. Bye.